All right, let me start my show with, let me ask by a show of hands, who here as a child had an imaginary friend? Anyone else? All right, very few people. Well, for the few people that are still with me, let me ask, who still talks to their imaginary friend? Well, all right. You see, no matter what you guys think and what the doctor thinks, I call it imagination. Settle yourself. So, after going through that, and let's just block all that out, let's continue on with our life. And I have recently turned 25. I'm right in the middle of my life, of the part of my life of where you're discovering yourself and who you are as a person. That's wonderful. Wonderful, beautiful, great. Until you find out there's parts about yourself that you didn't know were there and that you didn't really like. The other night, I was quite intoxicated, quite hungry. Yes, quite. And there I was. It was 1 a.m. Nothing else to eat. I checked online, checked the Grubhub, if you're in on the local apps. And nothing was there. Well, I looked online through Google, and there it was. Only thing local in my area that was open at the time for delivery, Domino's. I don't know if you've ever felt so low and so hungry that you had to get Domino's at 1:30 in the morning. But it is a place to be. Now, if you've ever gotten Domino's before, they have this little tracker on the app that you could change and customize to however you wanted. You could play heavy metal music and be like, your pizza's ready! They could do a very stereotypical, like, Jamaican island thing. I'm not going to try that one. But now they've just completely gotten all the options. They've gotten rid of them altogether. And here it is at the end of your order, right before you place it. Would you like to give $1 to St. Jude's? Well, it was 1:30 in the morning and I was just hungry and high, and I said no. Well, the tracker has changed and it is here to guilt you into what you did not do. Because all the tracker is now is smiling faces of St. Jude's children. Just popping in to tell you your pizza's going in the oven. I quickly learned I was not as great as a person as I thought I was. However, throughout this, I have continued to explore myself, and I've at least found that there's two defining attributes to who I am as a person. The first would be, well, I'm a man of my word. I come through when I need to. The second is, I don't think before I speak. Those two kind of come head to head once in a while. And, you know, they really met face to face when I said, well, yeah, you know, I'm a freak. I love to eat ass. I felt much differently when I was staring it in the eye. Well, and as I end, I'm going to end with this. A final thing I learned about myself is that I can sustain this planet. You see, I went on a hiking trip with some friends. And it was about 2 in the morning, and we had taken some acid. Well, beautiful, beautiful time to take acid and go hiking, of course. Well, throughout this trip and journey, I began to get hot and get the acid sweats. Well, at a certain point, I decided that I was too hot and needed to take off my shirt. There I was, shirtless, glistening, trimming, and beautiful. Well, suddenly, all the birds and squirrels of the forest began to chirp and get ready for the day. Because even though it was now 3 in the morning, they thought the morning sun had begun to rise. So sun burns out in a couple years, just make sure you stay close. I'm David Marsh from the Summer Tap.
Alright, we're going to learn this. We're going to say this is his first time ever performing stand-up comedy. We're very excited to have him.